Well, hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to Life of Wonders. This is Polo, and I love making videos of dolls, toys, and Disney collectibles. And as always, if you like this kind of content and you feel like supporting the channel, then you already know what to do. So today I just wanted to share and talk about the new Disney Darkness Descent Cruella De Vil doll from MattelCreations. Now, she was released yesterday, but seriously, I don't think she will sell out anytime soon, so that is okay. That happened to the Maleficent one that was previously released, and yeah, and I think that the reason for that is the price. I mean, the retail price is $100 US, which I think is a bit too much for what we're getting, and a lot of people is complaining most of the times for the prices of these collector dolls. But in my opinion, the Disney dolls that Mattel Creation keeps releasing, such as the Radiance collection, etc., these are worse. I mean, they're very pretty, they're very beautiful. I love the concept, I love the dolls. There are a few things that I would probably try to get better around the doll, such as the body, the articulation. But other than that, I'm happy. But they're charging very similar to what it cost one of the, not as much, but one of the Shop Disney designer fairy tale or designer just in general limited edition from Shop Disney, which in my opinion has a lot more quality than the Mattel releases. And so I think that very elevated price is a bit more noticeable for the Disney creations. Anyhow, she's the second to be released as part of like this Darkness Descent villains collection, and she's very cool. I mean, I have to say that she's very cool, although the takes is completely different to how she is depicted in the animation, but it's still very close. So if you don't have any Cruella, like if you don't have the Cruella De Vil dolls that were released back in the 90s, and probably one of the designers, such as the designer fairy tale and the designer period, or I don't know, this is a really cool one. You can also get the very basic Cruella that was part of the trio of the Evil Queen, Isma, and Cruella. Although I think that for how basic they are, the trio was pretty expensive too. But anyway, taking into account that Isma is very rare to very difficult to get, even though we have a designer masquerade one that's normally is very expensive. So I guess that was why she was incorporated in that trio, so the price would be higher. Anyway, that Cruella De Vil was cool, and I think it's the very same sculpt actually. It's just that this one has been elevated to a new level, and for that they've used the sculpt, but obviously they're giving to us a more articulated body, although I have the feeling that the body is that of the trademark Disney princess ones that Mattel is using right now for any Disney, whether it's animated or live action, which I don't like as much because they don't feel as realistic, especially for the live action dolls, because they're supposed to be real people, and that happened to the Little Mermaid, but then it also happened to the Peter Pan and Wendy live action dolls. Anyway, and those proportions are very strange because they have big hands and big feet, but then they have like shrunk shoulders, and I'm guessing the only thing that actually makes sense in my mind is that the Barbie bodies, that is the semi-articulated body and the made-to-move body, can only be used for Barbie dolls. And so if this is, even though it's produced by Mattel, is going to be is going to be part of another franchise that is collaborating, or it's being produced by Mattel, then they can't use the trademark bodies that they have already for Barbie, which is a pity because those are the best and would look so amazing. And the thing I particularly don't like is that because these proportions are different, then if we were to use, or if we were to rebody these dolls, the fashions are not going to fit the same. Maybe if we were to use like an old, like thin Disney store princess body, they could fit, but then the feet are completely different. And taking into account that the shoes are a big part of these releases because they are coming with shoes that are very intricate, very similar to how we're getting these extravagant creative takes for the Monster High dolls. It's a pity that we cannot use them for the very same doll. It's true that a lot of people have said that those shoes can serve as for the tall made to move and the curvy, but then I mean, the fashions won't do, so it does. I mean, I don't know. I think it's just a pity anyway. But at least she comes with certain articulation. Just 9 points though, so I don't think she's got articulation on the knee. And then, well, the face coat is super cool. I think it really depicts Cruella super well, and I think I very much like it. And then when it comes to jewelry, she comes with a couple of earrings, with a crown and then a choker, and it's all silver plated. So I love that, even though those aren't the jewelry pieces that she wears in the animation, but still very cool. And then the very same for the coat and the dress. So they've gone for a black and white cross matched, I guess. I don't know. The coat is like half white, half black, and it's very, very, very cool, I have to say. Although in the animation, the coat was very beige, and it was just constructed different. So, but it will look close enough, I guess. And I don't know if in other renditions she's actually wore something like it. And then the dress is very cool as well. So we have this black and white pleather mermaid shape with a big slit going down, and then there is a print on the, because I think it's like quite possibly two pieces. So that is a print, that's not embroidery or anything. And then we have satin gloves, I think. And the boots, well, the shoes are actually made in this manner in which they're tight, and then they've incorporated the shoe inside of it, similar to the Silkstone Proudly Pink, or the Laverne Cox doll with the bodysuit that incorporates the heels. And that is very cool, and it has a really original effect and take on it. But then again, if the feet have these massive proportions, then they won't do for any other. Maybe if we were to use like a model muse, I'm guessing, body, like, or an articulated model muse, which are very expensive bodies. I don't know. The skin complexion is pale, but then it has like rose undertones, so that could also be a problem. And she's looking great. I mean, if you are not planning to change anything, I think this is a really nice take on Cruella. $100 is a bit too much in my opinion, but then again, if you don't have any other of the dolls that have been released throughout the years of this character, this is a really nice chance. I would wait a little bit though for a sale, because normally these dolls have been there for even years. Like the whole Radiance collection is still there. Maleficent was, like, even Alice, that was very popular, lasted for quite some time. So I would say just wait for a seasonal sale or something like that, and you could benefit from it. But other than that, I'm very happy. She's a very pretty doll, and I love that they are producing new dolls of the characters we love. And actually I love the fact that they're given something new, because otherwise it would be, as I always say, very boring. So yeah, anyway, and the box is pretty cool. It's a really nice displaying box, and it has the acetate on front, so you can just display the whole thing with the Cruella De Vil just at the bottom, so it's not distracting too much. And then the background has this newspaper in red and black, and then the outside of the box, I love it because we find like this icon of Cruella just being so crazy in that car scene. Anyway, so yeah, you can go for her right now on MattelCreations, or you can just wait a little bit. As I said, I hope you've enjoyed this review, or rather this update on the news, and if that is the case, don't forget to give me a like. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will be more than happy to get back to all of you. For now, stay safe, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye bye.